But if only she knew the storm that was coming. "Sister," she said, her voice sweet like honey. "Come, I want to show you something downstairs." Lara hesitated. "Now? It's late." "It won't take long, please," Amma insisted. Lara smiled, stood up, and followed her. She didn't see the faint trace of water glistening on the grand staircase below. As she stepped down, 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. They said blood is thicker than water. But that night, her sister proved her wrong because of a man. Once upon a time, in a wealthy kingdom, there lived a king and queen who had 2 beautiful daughters, Princess Lara and Princess Amma. Lara, the first daughter, was like the morning sun, warm, kind, and loved by everyone. But her younger sister, Amma, that one's heart was dark with envy toward her sister. When they were little, you could hardly tell them apart. They played in the palace gardens, wore matching dresses, and listened to bedtime stories from their mother every night. The palace servants often said, "These 2 girls will rule the world together someday." But as the girls grew, something began to change. Lara's kindness only deepened with age. She was the kind of princess who would stop to help a child fix her doll or carry an old woman's basket through the village. Her smile alone could brighten a cloudy day. Wherever she went, people cheered, "Princess Lara! Princess Lara!" Children would run to her. Even the palace guards adored her. Amma watched it all. The laughter, the admiration, the songs of praise, and each smile directed at her sister felt like a dagger in her heart. She wanted respect, power. She wanted people to kneel when she passed, not gather around her like she was one of them. To her, Lara's humility looked like weakness. It started with the small things. Amma would roll her eyes when Lara stopped to talk to villagers, or sigh loudly whenever her sister offered a helping hand. But those small moments of envy began to pile up. Before long, her resentment wasn't just irritation anymore. It had become something dark, something dangerous. Amma watched in frustration as Lara befriended the villagers, treating them as equals. The villagers would gather to sing her praises, leaving Amma feeling neglected and overshadowed. In her frustration, Amma would often storm off without a word, leaving Lara behind in the village to walk home alone. Each time, Lara would watch her sister's angry retreat with a soft sigh, then continue speaking kindly to the people before heading back to the palace on her own. "Why do you talk to them like that, Amma?" she once said after watching her sister chat with a group of market women. "People should be worshipping you, not flocking around like you are one of them." Lara smiled softly. "It doesn't hurt to be kind, Amma. A good heart rules longer than a golden crown." But that only made Amma's blood boil more. She hated how calm and soft her sister always was. She hated that no matter how rudely she acted, Lara never got angry. Time passed, and both sisters blossomed into beautiful young women. Then came the announcement that changed everything. Lara had been betrothed to Prince Harold, the heir to the neighboring kingdom of Ezurana. It was a royal tradition. One daughter from their family must marry into the Ezurana royal line to strengthen the alliance. Because Lara was the first daughter, she was chosen. When Amma heard the news, her heart shattered into 1,000 sharp pieces. "Of course," she muttered bitterly. "Lara gets the prince. Lara gets everything." Lara, unaware of her sister's growing bitterness, tried to share her happiness. She would sit beside her Amma in her chamber and talk excitedly. "Amma, he's so gentle," she said one evening, smiling dreamily. "He listens to me like every word I speak matters. You'll love him when you meet him." But Amma stood up abruptly, hissing. "I don't care about your prince," she shouted, slamming the door behind her. Lara sat quietly, her smile fading. She whispered to herself, "She's just upset. She'll come around." But Amma never did. One afternoon,